You're standing in the kitchen, waiting for the kettle, and you feel it. A slow, deliberate weight pressing into the back of your legs. You don't even have to look. Your dog has walked over, turned around, and leaned the full warmth of their body against you, and now they're just standing there, resting against your legs as if you were a wall they've decided to hold up. Or maybe they do it when you're sitting on the floor, sliding their whole side into yours until there's no space left between you at all. Most people read this as one simple thing. My dog wants to be petted. And sometimes, sure, that's part of it. But the lean is one of the most quietly profound things a dog does, and most owners have no idea what they're actually being told. Because when a dog presses their body weight into you, they are doing something that goes back to their deepest instincts about safety, about trust, and about who, in the entire world, they have decided to anchor themselves to. And it's almost never really about the petting. Stay with me, because near the end, I'll explain how to tell the difference between a lean that means pure love and a lean that's quietly telling you something is wrong, and most owners miss the distinction completely. Let's start with the easy explanation, because it's not entirely wrong, it's just shallow. Yes, sometimes a dog leans into you and then looks up hopefully, angling for a scratch. That happens, and it's lovely. But think about all the times the lean comes with no request attached at all. The times your dog presses against your legs and simply stays there, calm, settled, eyes half closed, asking for nothing. If leaning were only about getting petted, it would stop the moment the petting stopped. But it doesn't. Many dogs will lean against you for long stretches with no scratching involved, content just to be in contact. That tells you the lean isn't fundamentally a request for attention. The contact itself is the point. The pressure, the warmth, the closeness, that's what your dog came for. And to understand why, we have to look at what physical contact actually does for a dog. For a dog, physical contact is not a luxury. It is one of the most fundamental ways they regulate how safe they feel in the world. Dogs are a deeply social species, descended from animals that survived by staying physically close to their group. Closeness meant safety. Distance meant danger. That wiring is still there in your dog today, underneath all the domestication, and one of the clearest ways it shows up is in their need for touch. When your dog leans against you, they are pressing into a living source of security. It's the same instinct that makes a frightened dog squeeze against their owner's legs during a thunderstorm, or a nervous dog at the vet push themselves into their person. Contact with you is, quite literally, how they steady themselves. But here's the part that makes the lean so moving. Dogs don't only lean when they're scared. They lean in calm, ordinary moments too, when nothing is wrong at all. And that's the deeper signal. A dog leaning against you in a peaceful moment is choosing to top up a feeling of safety they could get nowhere else. They're not reaching for comfort because they're afraid. They're reaching for it simply because being pressed against you is where their nervous system feels most at home. And this isn't just a feeling. It's measurable, in the body, for both of you. The science of dog-human contact has shown again and again that calm physical closeness changes our physiology. Gentle, sustained contact with a bonded companion is associated with lower levels of cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. It's part of why interacting with a calm dog can lower a person's blood pressure and ease tension. The contact is doing real chemical work, settling the nervous system on both ends of the lean. It goes further still. A 2024 study from the University of Jyväskylä in Finland found that the heart rhythms of dogs and their owners can synchronize, with the strongest synchronization appearing during rest and close contact. Think about what that means when your dog leans against you. Two hearts, two nervous systems, pressed together and quietly falling into rhythm. When your dog leans their weight into you, they're not just feeling your warmth. On a physiological level, their body is settling toward the rhythm of yours, using you as an anchor for their own calm. And in turn, that warm pressure against your legs is doing the same for you, whether you ever noticed it or not. The lean is a two-way current of calm. Now here's something most people never consider about the lean. Putting your weight onto something means trusting it to hold you. When your dog leans into you, they are momentarily giving up their own balance and stability and placing it in your hands. For an animal whose ancestors had to stay ready to flee from danger at any second, voluntarily becoming less able to react, less able to bolt, is a significant thing. It only happens when a dog feels completely safe. That's what makes the lean so quietly powerful. A dog who leans their full weight into you is in their own language saying, "I trust you to hold me up. I can let my guard down here. I don't have to be ready to run because I'm with you." Some behaviorists describe leaning as a dog seeking what's sometimes called contact comfort, the same kind of reassurance a young animal gets from pressing against its mother. We should be honest that we can't climb inside a dog's head to read the exact emotion. But everything we understand about canine instinct points the same way. The lean is trust expressed through the body. It is your dog handing you a small piece of their safety and trusting you completely to keep it. Let me ask you something before we go on. When your dog leans on you, do they do it calmly and stay relaxed? Or do they lean in a tense, trembling way, pushing hard as if they need something? Hold on to that difference because near the end it's going to matter. Think now about who your dog chooses to lean on. In a home with several people or in a room full of visitors, you'll notice the lean isn't handed out to just anyone. A dog picks their person. They'll walk past other people, sometimes past people actively trying to get their attention, and choose to press themselves against one specific human. That choice is not random, and it usually isn't about who feeds them. The lean follows the bond. It goes to the person a dog has decided is their safe place, and that's worth sitting with for a moment. Leaning is one of the most physically committed things a dog can do. They are giving you their balance, their weight, their vulnerability. When your dog walks across a room, past every other option, and rests that weight against you specifically, they are telling you something they have no words for. Out of everyone here, you're the one I trust to hold me. You're my anchor. You're the one I lean on, in the most literal sense there is. If your dog leans on you, and only you, don't take it lightly. In the quiet economy of a dog's trust, you've been chosen as the safe place. That is not a small thing to be to another living creature. It helps to understand where this comes from, because the lean has roots that reach back to the very start of a dog's life. From their earliest days, puppies pile against their mother and littermates, pressing into the warmth of the group to stay safe and regulated. That early experience, warmth and pressure equaling safety, becomes one of the deepest associations a dog ever forms. Pressing against another body is one of the first things they ever learn means everything is okay. As a dog grows and bonds with you, that instinct doesn't fade, it transfers. You become the body they press against. You become the warmth that means safe. So when your adult dog leans into your legs, there's a sense in which they're doing something they've done since they could barely walk. reaching for the reassurance of a trusted body. Except now, the trusted body is yours. Some dogs lean more than others, and breed and personality play a role. The big, sturdy breeds in particular are famous for it. But across all of them, the meaning rhymes. The lean is an old, deep gesture of seeking safety in closeness, and you have become its destination. You are where your dog goes to feel that everything is all right. Now the part I asked you to stay for, because it genuinely matters. While leaning is usually one of the warmest things your dog does, there's a version of it worth paying closer attention to. The key, as always, is what's normal for your dog, and what's a change. A relaxed, lean, calm body, soft expression, no urgency, is your dog simply being close to their safe place. That's the everyday lean, and it's lovely. What's different is a lean that comes with tension or distress. A dog who suddenly starts leaning much more than usual, who presses into you in a tense, trembling, or clingy way, who seems unable to settle, or who leans while also showing other changes, may be telling you something is wrong. Leaning can be a comfort-seeking response to anxiety, to pain, or to not feeling well. Because when a dog feels off, they reach for their safe place, and that's you. There's also a simple physical point worth knowing. A dog who begins leaning or propping against things and people more than usual, or who seems to need the support, could occasionally be doing it because they're unsteady on their feet. And that's worth noticing too, especially in an older dog. None of this is cause for alarm. A lifelong leaner who's relaxed and happy is just a dog who loves you. But a sudden new pattern of anxious, urgent, or unsteady leaning, especially alongside other changes in your dog, is the kind of thing worth a calm conversation with your vet. As always, you know your dog's normal better than anyone, and you're the one most likely to feel it the moment something shifts. So the next time you're standing somewhere, lost in your own thoughts, and you feel that warm, solid weight settle against the back of your legs, remember what's really happening. Your dog hasn't just wandered over for a scratch. They've crossed the room, chosen you out of every option available, and handed you their balance, their weight, and a piece of their safety, trusting you completely to hold it. They're reaching back to the very first thing that ever made them feel safe, the warmth of a trusted body, and they've decided that body is yours. Their heartbeat is quietly falling into rhythm with yours, and out of every wall they could lean on, every person they could press against, every safe place in their entire world, they chose one. You. They didn't lean on the furniture. They didn't lean on the wall. They leaned on you. They will always lean on you. If this changed the way you feel that weight against your legs, leave a like and subscribe. Every video here is built on what the science actually says and honest about where the science runs out, not on what we simply assume. And tell me in the comments, does your dog lean on you? And do they pick you over everyone else in the room? And if you've ever wondered why your dog sits with their back turned toward you, facing away, which feels almost like being ignored but absolutely is not, that's the next video. What it really means might be the biggest compliment your dog ever gives you.